Would everyone please rise? Please be seated. Good afternoon, and welcome to the 2025 Lexington High School Commencement Ceremony. At this time, I would like to recognize 5 retirees from Lexington High School this year. Mrs. Georgia Reeves, Miss Becky Archer, Mrs. Peg Fisher, Mrs. Michelle McEwen, and Mrs. Callie Buck will be retiring at the conclusion of the 24-25 school year. We have been fortunate to have these 5 individuals as members of our staff. The impact that they have had on our students is endless. Please join me in wishing the 5 best in retirement and their next adventure in life. Before we begin, a couple of announcements. Please set all your cell phones to vibrate or silent. Please refrain from moving closer to take pictures during the ceremony. Professional photographers are taking pictures today, and you guys will receive free photographs, which will be available at the front office in the coming weeks. We will be sending home a message when they are available. Thank you. Mr. Nieto.
Buenas tardes y bienvenidos a la graduación de la clase de 2025. Antes de empezar, tenemos unos pocos de anuncios. Les pedimos que por favor apaguen sus teléfonos o pónganlos en silencio. También, por favor, durante la ceremonia, no se acerquen a tomar fotos. Tenemos fotógrafos profesionales que están tomando fotos hoy y sus fotos estarán disponibles en las semanas que vienen. Gracias.
Now, please rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Please be seated. To begin our ceremony, our opening comments are presented by Paola Ortiz Ibarra.
Good afternoon, class of 2025. May 4th, after 4 long years, the day that we have been waiting on for so long has finally arrived. We have spent countless hours on class group chats, struggling together with homework and studying for impossibly hard tests. Not saying names, but chemistry. We procrastinated till the last minute and turned in our assignments before the infamous 11:59 deadline. True to form, this speech is not an exception. And those labs which were spent with us standing around trying to figure out exactly what happened, resulting in some of us getting yelled at. 4 years of walking these halls, hoping that high school would end already, not knowing how quickly the end of senior year would come. But we must remember we did not get here alone. As such, I want to thank everyone for coming and supporting these graduates on such an important date. Thank you to the faculty members. But most importantly, thank you to our friends and our family, whose encouragement helped shape our paths and create the memories to get us here today. Once again, thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Gracias por todo. To my friends, thank you. Personally, I will cherish those moments with the one who I went out to eat before prom, and after band, and after speech. To the one who I matched with during Spirit Week, and those who I spent countless hours taking cardboard to create a boat, only for the paddles to fail. To the ones who I went on walks with while being broke, and who reminded me of all my assignments. Thank you to the ones who had me sticking around after track practice at the park. And finally, thank you to the friends who I managed to talk to in spite of not sharing any classes, or those who made the long class shorter. Thank you, Maritza, Christian, Raven, Emily, Stephanie. Our time together will not be forgotten. You made the hard days easier and the good days unforgettable. And although those nights may be behind us now, wherever life takes us after today, we may not remember every lesson we learned, but we'll certainly never forget our friends who we talked with in between as we learned. I stand in front of you today, the future advocates, lawyers, architects, engineers, doctors, and future changers of the world, who today are about to walk across this stage and leave with our diplomas in hand. Congratulations.
Next, we will have our student addresses. Our first address will be given by Braden Bender.
Good afternoon, faculty, parents, friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. Today marks the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and growth. It's a day we've all looked forward to, and it's hard to believe it's finally here. As we stand on the precipice of the future, we can't help but reflect on how far we've come, how much we've learned, and how much we've changed. When we first walked into this school, we were filled with uncertainty. Some of us were nervous, others excited, and a few of us were just trying to find our way. But over the years, we've gained more than just knowledge. We've learned about friendship, resilience, and what it means to truly believe in ourselves. We've experienced the ups and downs, the challenges and triumphs, and the late-night study sessions that, at the time, felt like they would never end. But through it all, we've become stronger. We've discovered our passions, uncovered our talents, and perhaps most importantly, learned how to face adversity. We've learned that failure isn't the end, it's just another opportunity to rise stronger. We've learned that the road to success isn't always straight, and that's okay. What matters is how we keep going, how we support each other, and how we never give up on our dreams. Today is not just a day to celebrate how far we've come, it's a day to look ahead to what's next. We're about to embark on new adventures, whether that means going to college, entering the workforce, or pursuing something completely different. The world is waiting for us, and we are ready. We are ready because we've been shaped by the experiences, the lessons, and the people who've walked the journey with us. So, as we take this next step, let's remember that this is not the end of the story. It's just the beginning of a new chapter. We've worked hard to get here, and now it's time to take all that we've learned and make a difference in the world. Congratulations.
Our second address is to be given by Dominic Villalone.
Good afternoon, class of 2025, and all of the visitors who chose to support us on this monumental afternoon. I thank you all, families, teachers, counselors, friends, and coaches, for supporting us through this whole journey. To my classmates, looking back at our journey, it's incredible to think about how far we've come. The endless hours, early mornings, late nights, the challenges, and the victories. We've persevered, not just as individuals, but as a class. We come from many places: Bryan, Sandoz, Pershing, Morton, and much more. Some of us have been in the class since the beginning, and others have joined later. No matter where we started or when we joined, we all shared one goal: this day. Along the way, we've learned more than just equations, essays, and experiments. We've learned diversity, the value of hard work, and the power of dreaming big. We each carry a unique story, yet we all share some memories. I remember when we were kids how everyone was determined to collect the most box tops, or everyone was determined to collect the most squeaky toys, from Jump Rope for Heart or Hoops for Heart. I remember when everyone would lie on their reading logs because they forgot to read that much. I remember playing Foursquare every day and never getting tired of it. All of these fun times, and some that weren't so fun, make us who we are as a class. A wise man once asked me, are you going to see it as an obstacle, or are you going to make it an opportunity? So shout out to Mr. Joka. This class chose to make it an opportunity. I'm so proud of our entire class for overcoming the many obstacles. As we step forward, let's remember that graduation is not the end, but the beginning, the moment we step into adulthood. We've worked hard, we've studied late, we've mastered the art of looking busy when we weren't. Now let's go out there and conquer the world. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Our third address is to be given by Juan Lemus Ortiz.
This is it. We did it. We have all talked about this day for a very long time. It always seems so far, and yet here we are. I would like to take a moment to thank all the people that helped us be here today: parents, grandparents, teachers, coaches, etc. Their endless support is the reason we are sitting here today. This is the last time we will all be together in the same room. This is the last time we will be in these halls. You won't hear Miss Dickman telling you to put your lanyard on, or Mr. Zarate scaring you in the hallway. Over the years, we have made lots of memories at Lexington Public Schools, like going to football games, watching Adine and Andrea be crowned homecoming king and queen, competing for an activity, going to senior sunset, asking someone to prom, winning prizes at post-prom, and hanging out with friends. Everybody here has made their own memories with friends, family members, and teachers. These are the types of memories that you remember 20 years later. The memories we have all made here show our connection to this place and to each other. Being here today means that it's time for each of us to make more memories in different places and with different people. It's time we leave home and find our own futures. I have to admit, it's a little scary. This next part of our life will be hard, but I know we can get through it. You might feel alone at times, and that's okay. If you take a look around you, you will see that you aren't alone. We will all be fighting to achieve our goals. We will all be studying, working, worrying about deadlines, and giving it our all together. Whatever you decide to do, wherever you decide to go, I know you'll do great. Thank you and good luck.
Our closing comments are given by Jonathan Vasquez.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2025. I'd like to begin by thanking my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for the opportunity to stand before you all today, because without him, I would not be here today. And I'd like to celebrate with my classmates as we end one journey and begin another. I'd also like to thank my family, who has always shown me love and has helped make me the man I am today. I'd also like to congratulate Mrs. McKeown, Miss Archer, Mrs. Fisher, Mrs. Buck, and Mrs. Reeves, as they will be graduating with us into retirement. Thank you to everyone who has helped us along this journey and for the friends we made along the way. Leaving high school and entering life is a momentous change in all of our lives, and one that many of us fear. We have had to make many sacrifices to get to where we are at, and we will have to make many more to get to where we want to be. Nobody ever knows when the final whistle blows, when the final bell rings, or when the final buzzer goes off. But we do know whether or not we're giving it all in life every single day. Strive to live rather than just existing. You have to be willing to sprint when the distance is unknown. Life is a marathon. Not that I ran one last year. It is not a sprint like many of us have been taught to believe. We will face many difficulties in our lives, but we must overcome difficulties rather than being overcome by difficulties. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. When we are faced with difficulties, instead of seeing them as obstacles, view them as opportunities to learn and grow as an individual. The key to change is to let go of fear. My challenge to all of us is to let go of our fear and embrace change. We have made it so far, and all of us have the ability to accomplish our dreams and make an impact on the world in some way, shape, or form. We are all unique in our own extraordinary ways. Always remember that. We will not be remembered by the words we say, the actions we do, or the things we create. Our life will be remembered by the impact we have on others. We are all responsible for our futures, so we must take responsibility for our actions and be impeccable in all that we do. Seek wisdom in every situation and be a servant to others. You'll learn a lot that way. Be a person of action and choose to seize the moment now and always. Choose to be happy day after day, even in the face of adversity, and do not let others knock you off your path. Forgive others and forgive yourself. We're all human and nobody is perfect. And finally, have great faith, for we are all people of integrity, and we must always persist without exception. As I close our ceremony, I wish you all farewell, and I pray that we are all blessed with joyful and fruitful lives. Thank you, LHS, for the journey, and congratulations to us all. And my final challenge for us is to seize the day, or in Latin, carpe diem.
At this time, I would like to present Dr. John Hawkinson, Superintendent of Lexington Public Schools, to present the class of 2025.
Board President Minns, the members of the class of 2025 have met the graduation requirements of Lexington High School and are now prepared to receive their diplomas. Congratulations, graduates.
At this time, would School Board President Mr. Garth Minns come to the stage? The class roll will be read by Mr. Luis Nieto.
Jonathan Vasquez. Emmanuel Zuniga Garcia. Paola Ortiz Ibarra. Christian William Burton. Juan Luis Lemus Ortiz. Dominic Jose Villalon. Braden James Bender. Dalen Daniel Naylor. Halima Ise Abdi. Chole Galata. Liban Abdi. Mohamed Osman. Sandus Abdi. Asiyo Mohammed Ahmed. Josiah Keith Adams. Angel Bonilla Ortiz. Ruli Benjamin Aguilar Velázquez. Daniel Martin Sandoval Smith. Neida Noemi Velázquez Lopez. Walter Enrique Aguilar Velázquez. Aileen Esther Ardana Guerra. Andrea Sarraí Meléndez Ramírez. Anthony Miguel Alegría. Samir Madej. Roberto Alvarado López. Carlos López López. Eliza Marie Alvarez. Alicia Marie Alvarez. Carson Carl Holbein. Brandon Lemos. Jacqueline Giselle Álvarez Núñez. Jenny Miguel Andrés. Diane Cristal Pacheco Zelaya. Gerardo Álvarez Rodríguez. Gerardo Álvarez Victoria. Benjamín Emiliano González del Río. Emily Nayeli Morelos Ambris. Edgar Eduardo Ambris. Alexis Andrade Rodríguez. Jaime Ibarra Rodríguez. Hannah Marie Scharf. Henry Antonio Velázquez. Alan Uriel Ariza. Diego Valadez Colima. Brandon Ariza Pelayo. Esteban Archila Villalobos. David Arevalo. Isaías Guirón Alvarado. Rigoberto Arias. Jaime Antonio Rodríguez. Alexis Ricardo Arriaga. Michael Javier Gill. Dulce Arredondo Ceja. Sandra Vianney Mata. Jasmine Lisette Avalos. Shani Marie John Dion Wetstein. Marcos Lorenzo Baltazar Tomás. Gabriel López Aguilar. Jesús Guillermo Batén Jiménez. Donis Everardo García. Diana Ramírez Lemus. Jesse Becerra. Chandler Bamer. Jesus Gomez. Litzy Ruby Betran Perez. Alan Josiah Villa. Yareli Valeria Cimental Salcedo. Fernando Caballero. Catherine Lisbeth Canales Chavez. Adriana Sánchez Jiménez. Jaime César Cano. Noé Fabián Pérez Cano. Gaby Sarraí Pérez López. Alan Iván Carrascosa Cabrera. Claudia Yvette Castaneda. Evelyn Louise Ivy Chambers. Ovid Castillo. Eric Quiñones. Virmaris Liz Castillo Mendoza. Eunice Mirtalia Rodríguez Rapón. Aisa Cavazos García. Giovanna María Contreras. Selena Charging Elk Grandin. Juan José Quintero. Godid Zashay Chitumba. José Miguel Leiva Miranda. Kiana Klaus. Miriam Tercero. Esteban Ardian Colón. Daniel García Garván. Michelle Corona Orozco. Marco Antonio Ramírez Cepeda. Jediah Covarrubias. Edwin Manuel Dorado. Emiret Fabiola Crisostomo Espino. Sabrina Guadalupe Frías Herrives. Edín Oswaldo Cruz Lima. Edín Lima Miranda. Paquita Dowd. Hodin Mukhtar Kamil. Jonathan de la Torre. Christopher Linez Garay. Eduardo Domínguez González. Naelson David García Villa de León. Eduardo Duarte Benavides. Juan Ezequiel Gómez. Crystal María Ríos Ramírez. Adrián Espinosa. José Guadalupe Antonio Espinosa II. Daniel Gaspar. Ashley Marie Fagot. Jessica Daisy Hovey. Heather Flores Calixto. Emma Faith Mariel. Shelby Anna Freeland. Josepha Nichols. Maritza Marie Gaitan Aguirre. Raven Ann Westerhouse. Josue Gandarra. Miles Jacob Gutierrez. Ana Camila García Canales. Jocelyn Yanis Cardenas. Juan García Murillo. Odalis Yulisa Garcia. Diego Laguna Sanchez. Viviana Gonzalez. Alexa Jiménez Ábalos. Emilio González Hernández. Luis Enrique Rafael López. Petrona González Zacarías. Candelaria Vargas Figueroa. Tatiana Guerrero López. Aaliyah Alexis Rosario Samayoa. Hayden Dalton Goodhart. Josiah Lee Harvey. Najmo Hassan. Faisal Ibrahim. Ilhan Salat Isaac Noor. Yangdang Koog. Sergio Juarez Ramos. Alfredo Emanuel Miguel Diaz. Garrett Kaiser. Jaden Thurell. Hayden Klein. Rodrigo Leva Merino. Delaney Don Stewart. Deacon Kirk Lobby. Gabriel Lemus Dobbins. Jesus David Mercado Díaz. Alejandro Leva. Jesús Ojeda Galindo. Eric Lima. Rudy Mejia. Vanessa Abigail López. Adrián López. Carlos Miguel López. José Julián López Chávez. Leslie Irene López Ortega. Alison Michelle Scarlett Manriquez Monterroso. Adrian López Pérez. Xavier Uriel Muñoz. Jorge Magana Vardovinos. Jonathan Pedro Santos. Romero Manuel Pedro. Rigoberto Mendoza Ruiz. Stephanie Maravilla Rodríguez. Abriana Reynosa Rodriguez. Sierra Rain Martin. Rihanna Sky Martin. Carlos Manuel Martinez. Michael McFadden. Brendy Ciamara Martinez Alonso. Jocelyn Valadez. Melanie Esmeralda Martinez Morales. Julissa Marie Ortiz Garcia. Mohammad Mahar Mohammed. Abdi Hashim Salat. Abdias Isidro Monsivias Santos. Isaí Ramírez Chino. Yesenia Muñoz Torres. Jennifer Najera Gonzalez. Mary Elizabeth Sexton. Gerardo José Navarrete Ortiz. Mario José Navarrete. Andrew Payne. Fernanda Ortega Baires. Kaylee Rolas Martinez. Ada Perez Hernandez. Andrea Ramirez Lopez. Pedro Prado Cruz. Gaspar Tercero Pascual. Verónica Alexandra Ramírez. Ana Torralba Oliver. Adriano Ramos Calderón. Preston Allen Keith Schultz. Isaiah Redbear. Stephen Tuma. Edson Manuel Rocha Castro. Erson Giovanni Rodriguez. Alfredo Roman Flores. Hunter James Schamberg. Bryson Eli Smith. Jordan Stewart. Santiago Alexander Soto Carrillo. Umed Tanai. Harley Ray Sund. Ella Christine Young. Annabella Helen Tufford. Madison Lee Wolf. Anthony Scott Villavazo Sanchez. Jorge Zamora Sainz.
While Andrea Melendez Ramirez makes her way to the stage, I would like to take this opportunity to tell you about the accomplishments of this graduating class of 2025. A total of 292 scholarships were received and awarded to 105 seniors this year. 58 of those were full tuition scholarships. 38 students were awarded the Susan Buffett scholarships. 11 students were awarded Carney Bound scholarships. 56 students received at least 12 hours of college credit from Central Community College. 7 of our students have enlisted in the military. $108,273 scholarship dollars came from local or Lexington Community Foundation scholarships. The total dollar amount offered to our students was approximately $5.8 million. Congratulations to the class of 2025. At this time, Senior Class President Andrea Melendez Ramirez will lead her class in the turning of the tassels. Graduates, please rise and follow Andrea's prompt. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Lexington High School graduating class of 2025. Congratulations, seniors.